What's up, y'all? VanityIsDeadly here, but you can call me Vanity or Your Majesty, you know, whatever floats your boat. And if you want to know how to get a flawless foundation base like mine, keep on watching.
Big timing, yeah. Watch full of diamonds, yeah. Bling, chart climbing, yeah. Foreign car driving, yeah.
And today I have a foundation tutorial for you guys, and like an actual tutorial, not me winging my makeup. Today I'm using my favorite foundation, my Fenty Beauty foundation in the color 360. It matches me perfectly if you need a reference point. This isn't the only foundation I wear, but it is my preferred foundation. It works best with my skin, it matches me perfectly, and it pretty much lasts all day. It is a buildable medium to full coverage foundation, so your first layer is going to give you medium coverage, and you're just going to add on wherever you need more coverage. So I already did my eyebrows before I got on camera, and the most important thing to a flawless foundation base, aside from flawless skin, skincare is very important, is your primer. I used my MAC Prep+Prime Stick. I don't like this on its own, but it does help my foundation to not sink into my pores. I have really large pores, sink into my pores and like my fine lines and stuff like that all over my face. But the primer that I am using is my Natural Radiance primer in pink from MAC. Now this is not the container it comes in, this is a sample, but it's been lasting me a long time. I have a full bottle coming in the mail. It comes in two colors, pink and yellow. They have like minor reflex in it, but you literally, once you put on your makeup, you can't even tell. So the color is irrelevant, but the primer does its job. Now when applying your makeup, the products that you're using are just as important as the tools and technique that you use. So obviously, because you're here, you want full coverage flawless foundation. The two brushes that I would recommend that you use are a MAC 170 brush. It looks like this. It's like a beauty blender on a stick, but better. This brush is dirty, don't judge me. But you can also use a flat foundation brush like this. You can paint your foundation on with this, and again, it'll help with the coverage. You see that? I leave my under eye space open because I do go in with concealer. It does its job so well. Look at that. It's my face. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And it looks great in person too. It looks amazing. So next I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty concealer in the number 340. And this is the only concealer I use. To be very honest with you guys, I am a Fenty Beauty girl. And MAC. Those are really the only two lines that I prefer to use. Now, a trick that I learned, I forgot where I got it from, but I'm pretty sure it was Jackie Aina, to get the most coverage out of your concealer is to let it dry down for like a little while. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to map out where I'm going to contour my face in the meantime, and then I'm going to start blending. Also, when you're contouring, you need to contour for your face. I have a very round face, obviously. So if you have a round face, you can contour your face like mine. Otherwise, you need to learn your face shape and figure out where you need to place your shadows. I'm not a miracle worker, I can only do so much. So now I'm going to take my Milani sponge. I like this much better than a beauty blender. It's very, very soft. I don't even wet it when I use it. That's how soft it is. I'm going to take the smaller version of this sponge and just use it for the bridge of my nose. For the concealer, I'm going to use my MAC 270 brush. It is literally just a mini version of the foundation brush that we used earlier in the tutorial. Look at me, giving out actual useful information. Who do I think I am? Now when I get to my under eye area, I just like to pat it. And I always do my under eyes last. You're gonna see that I don't put any like contour or highlight on my forehead. I think my forehead is like a normal size in proportion to my face. Now I have my Fenty Pro Filter setting powder, and I'm going to use this to bake my face. I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge dry. I'm just gonna press that powder underneath my eyes, and I'm also going to take it down the sides of my nose. Make that contour more pronounced. I know people have like their qualms about baking and stuff like that. Me personally, like I said, I have fine lines underneath my eyes, so that helps keep the makeup in place for me. I think it looks a lot better when I do that, and I also like my makeup to stay on all day. Next, I'm going to take my Hoola Benefit Bronzer in Toasted. I'm going to go right over the places I contoured, except under here, because this foundation stick, it's by ABH, by the way, I forgot to let you know. This foundation stick, it's a contour color, and when you contour, that's you playing with lights and shadows. So it's going to have a little more gray to it, a little more gray. Bronzers are very much warm tone. They have a lot more red in it than a contour shade does. I only go over my cheeks and sometimes my nose. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day with this bronzer, and I never go down here. I just go underneath here with the setting powder, so that way we can pretend like this double chin don't exist. You feel me? When I do things in the cheek area, so my contour, my blush, and my highlight, I love using angled brushes because it's going to hug your cheeks. It's going to get right in there where you need it to be. But I like to pat instead of swipe, because patting is just way easier. The product practically blends itself out. Next, I'm going to use my MAC powder blush in the color Format. It looks like this. It's like a red based brown, so I guess you can say technically I'm putting on bronzer twice, but I really like this blush. This is my everyday blush. It looks the most natural on me. It's very black girl friendly, so all my black girls pick it up. And again, I'm taking another angled brush, and when I do my blush, I like to smile and put them right on the apples of my cheeks. And again, we're gonna pat, 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 pat. And we're even gonna go over that bronzer we put on a little bit. I like to marry all my colors together. See, look at the difference. Like, I'm not even done yet, and you can already see it looks like I have cheekbones. And before that, I did not. So before I put on my highlight, I am going to dust off the powder. And whatever's, and since I did put on a lot, I'm not going to take any excess powder, but whatever ends up on the brush, I am going to drag it down here where I contoured my double chin, just to set it. This is a little powder heavy, but don't worry, I got y'all. I'm not gonna send y'all outside looking like that. I swear to God, I would never. Please. So to knock off some of this powder and have it melt into my face, I'm going to go in with some Fix Plus spray. It gave me some dewiness back to my face. It looks like skin. It's a Christmas miracle over here, I swear. Another brand whose setting spray I love. Like, I love. It's like, I want to bathe in this shit. Urban Decay. I use their oil control setting spray because I am not exaggerating when I say I have oily skin. So I'm going to just, then I'm going to use my favorite highlight, is Whisper of Guilt by MAC. This is their extra dimension highlighter. This is a MAC 168. And we're gonna put it right there on top of that. Oh, look at that. Period. We got healthy skin. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder. Y'all, I'm sorry. I think I'm so pretty. Alright, you guys, I am back. All I did was throw on some lashes, eyeliner, and a red lip. That's just how I'm feeling today. But yes, this is the finished look. Looks even better with mood lighting. You know what, as a matter of fact, let me bring out a little bit closer so y'all can see I does this shit. Look at that. Perfect. Flawless. That is it for the video today. That is all I have for you guys. So if you have any requests at all, leave them down below in the comments and I will happily fulfill them. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok, all at VanityIsDeadly. And I will see you next time. Mwah. Okay, but like really though, like I'm so cute. I'm just the cutest. Okay, bye.